did have a
The 3-count question of the week.
this week, and we've been doing these Mount Rushmores. We did the men's, we did the women's, and obviously like championship belts have been kind of on the topic as of late with the new U.S. title and the TNT championship, and how can they not get that one done when I think TNA had a whole new fleet of belts, or excuse me, Impact had a whole new fleet of belts done here during the pandemic because they couldn't get their title back from the old champion. But whatever, it is what it is. I thought let's do a Mount Rushmore of championship belt designs, because I'm a pretty big belt mark, and I know, like, Ryan, you got a couple of belts there somewhere in the abyss that is your humble abode. So yeah, let's I thought that this would be a fun little question of the week. We did have a couple of responses. If you're in the live video, throw us your top four. Throw us your top four championship belt designs of all time. Make sure you give the video a share. We'd appreciate that. I'll kick it off with mine, and it's very 90s WWF heavy. Starting with the Winged Eagle is my number one. The tag team titles of the 90s with the block lettering, number two. The classic WWF Intercontinental title is number three. So that covers all of the the early 90s titles. And actually my number four is the first version of the Undisputed Championship, which is the smaller of the plates, actually, and Triple H and Hogan and I think Taker held that one before Brock won it, and they looked and went, this 9-inch plate on this large man looks very strange, and had to make a bigger one. So yeah, Winged Eagle, 90s tags, 90s Intercontinental, and the version 1 of the Undisputed Championship is my number 4. Who wants to go next?
I can go.
Go ahead, Ryan.
Since you twisted my arm. That's what I was rooting for. I was looking for my my belts, and then I actually came across some of the old toy ones that I have.
Oh, there you go.
The old plastic.
You don't have those.
Eagle.
You don't have those staple gun to your wall there in the office.
And then there's this one. No, that's going to be next. I'm stapling them tonight. And then we got this guy. And then I found this one at a yard sale. That is the WWE spinner one. That spins around.
That is just awful.
It's an awful championship. That one's trash. We're going to get rid of him.
Yeah,
these go up tonight. No. My number one is absolutely the Winged Eagle. It's the first replica that I ever owned. I think it's just a quintessential championship belt. Absolutely love it. Thanks, Tater. The 90s Tag Team Championships from the WWE, Jim, you hit the nail on the head. I don't think there has been a Tag Team Championship belt that has looked as good as those straps. Shout outs to MCW, who used a version of them. They look like they mocked them up themselves. It wasn't like just stickered, but they had a really, really cool tag.
Yeah, no, they obviously took that design, but yeah, it wasn't a replica with stickers. It was, they actually made their own.
Bingo. Right. So shout out to them. My third, which I'm sure will not show up on anybody's list, and it is a damn shame, is the Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Championship belt. I absolutely love it. I think it is the prettiest World Championship belt that's out there today.
Okay, so the current one.
The current one. Yeah, I like their old one before they did it. I think that was just as good with kind of the whoop logo, but absolutely love their World Championship. I think that is the.
What logo is that? I don't remember that. Okay.
Was the whoop one with the
wasn't sure. Wasn't.
Gotcha.
And
you can't go wrong with a good whoop. We can't.
No, and it's not the whoop champion. It's a whoop.
There it is.
Whoop.
And it's from my love of the Winged Eagle. It is the Big Eagle belt on the blue strap. Absolutely love it. The old big block lettering, the Big Eagle plate. It just feels really, really important. That or I saw this on a guy at a rodeo one time as a big ass belt buckle. I don't know what it is, but love this championship. I'm gonna go hang this on my wall now while you guys give me your answers. We'll shoot it down there to Matthew.
There we go. Matt, how about you?
All right, yeah, number one for me is also going to be the Winged Eagle. That one's like the go-to quintessential one. And then from there, I go with the IWGP title. And then the third is the 90s tag title with the block lettering, like you said, Jim. And then the final one is the TNA X Division title. I think that one's always been pretty sharp.
Is there a particular version of the X Division title that you prefer, like the original one?
Yeah.
Okay.
With the red X.
Correct.
Because I know, like, they had one version that was like a bad retake on the Oval Intercontinental title, and it was real bad. So I was hoping you didn't mean that one. But a solid 4. Tim, how about you?
So I have a couple on mine that are absolutely not on your lists, but that's fine. My number one favorite title of all time is the WCW Championship. The 1992, I call it the Ron Simmons title.
Oh, yes.
To me, that is the best looking title of all championship belts. It's big, it's prestigious looking, it's different than most belts. The only other title I think that it looks close to is the Big Egg WWF Championship.
Ryan's number 4.
Yeah, the Triple H belt from like 2000. I love that. I love that title, but it's not on my top 4.
Oh, okay.
Also on my list is it's a very basic and plain title, but the WCW Television Championship.
Oh, that's a nice one.
It's absolutely plain, but for a title that that was defended on television on a regular basis, it was exactly. I'm more connected to that title than anything else. The Winged Eagle has to go on the list. When you think title belts, especially as a fan, the Winged Eagle has so much prestige associated to it. It just looks like a championship belt should.
Yeah.
And then my 4th title is the classic Intercontinental Championship. Again, smooth, clean lines, looks like $1 million. Can't beat it.
Yeah, it's just real good. The TV title, I believe, is what Ryan. I know you'll remember when the CWF came here. I think that's what they used for their like cruiserweight title with like stickers over the logos, and then the WCW US title was, I think, their like heavyweight championship. And I always loved that US title. Like, that's one that's probably just outside my top 4. Like, and in fact, I would probably put that like at number 5. Like, is it like, what would be the next one for you guys? Just outside the actual, just outside the top 4. Ryan, what would you be your number 5?
It's a crying shame nobody has said the NWA the Globe would be my 5.
Oh, the classic title, world title.
Yeah.
My only problem with that title is it's like too small.
It's tiny.
It's oblong. I feel it's odd.
It's like it's like a rectangle.
Right. I feel like all of the wrestlers that had it though have always held it, folded like this. Like it's just a good look for a champion.
Yeah, it's
to
not.
Have.
It's
my toy as I model, but I feel like that's just a good look for a champion.
It's not like it's not a waist. It's not a waist title.
Strap doesn't fit around their waist like a champion could just hold it. Just like a Dusty or something. They always look good.
Matt, how about you?
So that would be my 5.
Your number 5.
Um, Probably. I mean, I know it gets a lot of hate, but I always really liked the first NXT championship with the X.
Mm.
I always thought that looked really cool. So that one would be mine.
Ah, very cool. Yeah, I mean, it's like it's not that I hated it. It's just seeing what they have now. I like it. I mean, it for what NXT was. I thought it stood out, which it kind of did its job. Tim, how about you? What would be your number 5?
A lot of people will probably despise me for this answer, but I actually really dig the
24/7 championship.
the newest undisputed championship, the one that Randy Orton unveiled, like the Rock belt, pretty much.
Oh,
the
so
Rock WWF
the current
WWE
title, but with the
championship.
scratch logo.
With the scratch logo, yep.
Okay. Yeah, see that
I love that title. I understand that people hate the blue straps and the red straps and all that stuff. I think there's something real slick about the home plate looking title that's given for everybody. So
I love the current title. The thing that I like about the current versus the scratch one is because of like what I assume is some degree of OCD, because or like the need for like balance, because like with the scratch logo it just it just felt kind of crooked and a little off center. But I enjoy the current crop of championships, the men's, the women's. It is like a branding thing, and I do. Yeah, I know they're not the traditional classic championships that we had when we were growing up, but yeah, I'm a huge fan of the
It looks great on the wall next to my ECW figures.
no doubt. Catching up on a few of the comments here. Nikki gave a great idea for our next Mount Rushmore. I actually have that written down.
Love Mount Rushmore.
Charlie has the Hogan 86, the big gold WCW TV title with the red leather. I don't remember that
the original one that like Tully Blanchard had.
Okay. And the Mr. Perfect, the Intercontinental title that I think we all had on our list. Rob Noxious loves the CCW championships, and he sent me a picture. Those are badass looking belts, Rob.
Dude, have you seen those straps? Has everybody seen them? We'll have to put them in the comments if not. But CCW has a great lineup of championships. Their National Heavyweight Championship looks important. Like, it looks like it should be carried by a champion. It's a fantastic look. Their tag team straps are on red leather. I love what CCW is doing.
Yeah, Rob, if you can drop that picture that you sent me in the comments, that'd be awesome, because those are badass looking belts. And in fact,
I think Devin even called one of their belts out.
Yeah, he
in one of the comments earlier.
Yeah, he had the WWE Championship 2013 to 2014 design, which I think is the one, Tim, that you had said. He had the most recent, not the new, but the flag U.S. Championship belt, the NXT North American title, and then the CCW World Heavyweight title. Devin had it as his top 4. And then Todd had put the WWE Spinner Championship, the Winged Eagle, the Rated R Championship, and then the Universal title, either red or blue, I suppose. Now, to the Universal title, do you prefer red or blue on that one?
Red is cursed.
Red is cursed. It is cursed.
I prefer
Seriously,
it on black.
though. Like, would it be great on black? Yeah. I mean, it would. But then it would look the same.
It does look great on black right there.
But
you know how you fix that? You take this bad boy right here and you make it blue.
I'll make the underline blue.
And that's how you differentiate the two.
Well, that's what they did for the women's title, right?
I don't think it's ever. I thought it was rumored, but I don't think it ever happened.
Well, isn't that's how I think the Raw, because they're both on white straps, right?
Well, yeah. So you
it's
could
a-
you
I
could
think
do
it's
you could do a black strap with red behind the plate.
I think this part is red or black.
Yeah.
Or red or,
Now,
or blue.
yeah,
I'm
he didn't
talking
mean the whole strap. Oh, you just meant the underline on the
Just
WWE.
the underline, right?
That's what I
Blue
think it
or
is
red.
on the
That's
women's
simple.
title.
No, I think the women's
Is it really?
it's
I'll
red
check it out.
underline on both.
No, it's pink.
Um,
I'm
that's
pretty
the
sure
Divas
it's
title.
blue. I'm pretty sure it's blue for SmackDown and red for Raw, but I could be wrong. But
Yeah,
yeah,
it can't be. I'm sure it's red.
the red strap is cursed.
it definitely.
Ever since Finn won the title, just look at that entire lineage before it went to SmackDown.
Thanks a lot, Seth Rollins.
Oh man, I'm trying to. I don't think I could post a picture in the comments for some reason. I was gonna post
Took the
the.
words right out of my mouth.
I was gonna post the CCW championships, but no.
I'm shocked no one has the KPW championship. That one surprises me, guys.
I mean, don't
I
get me
think Matt
wrong.
Riddle still has one of them, actually.
Yeah, he does.
Ah.
He does. He does.
That's the difference. Sorry.
For indie championships, I actually did really like the KPW / LCW world title, which oddly enough, their tag titles looked very similar as well.
I did like the PWE title. I thought that one was sharp.
Oh, that one
yeah,
is sharp.
yeah, PWE's nice. The PPW, since we're talking indie titles, the PPW World Championship is another solid one. Charlie says he prefers the red Universal title. He says he thinks the blue strap should be a little bit darker, like the original Winged Eagle.
Okay.
That you have there, Ryan.
Who did Vinny Marsalia fight for that?
Ethan Page.
Okay.
Yeah, for the what was
Pokemon Championship.
the cardboard Pokemon Championship. I like the blue strap on the Universal title just because of the underline. Like, it always bothered me that like they didn't change the underline color on the red one. It's those little things that annoy the crap out of me on stuff like that.
I know they've kind of been canceled, but I've always enjoyed the CZW Championship. Some of the little details in there, like they have little light tubes at the side of the main plate with like some blood on it. So I don't know. I've always enjoyed that. I think their side plates are like flags, like the U.S., Mexico, Japan, and like the Union Jacks, I think. It was just always a cool, for an indie championship, it always had a neat look.
Yeah, and Ring of Honor always had cool titles as well. But
do you remember the first Ring of Honor television title that actually had a television on the title?
No, I don't remember that at all.
Woof.
That was bad.
I never liked the Pure Championship either. I don't think that's an attractive championship.
Ryan, that's just because that's the one that Streamer Guy always pins you when you try to beat him for it.
That's fair. That's fair. I always tap out.
Charlie says the UFW world title's up there because Herb Abrams inside joke to Vince.
Yeah, the UWF title.
Let's see, hold on, I'm getting a Oh, that's right. Rob sent me a picture because I guess they ended up with the other KPW title, and they did a repaint on that one.
Right, I forgot. Rob, does Riddle have the other one? I think. Can you confirm that? I'm just curious.
Well, that's.
I feel like I saw it in one of like.
I mean, that's what I was told by the owner formerly known as William Brown. That
because you can trust him.
Well, that's why I said that's why I was told. Whether or not that's accurate or not.
Wait, formerly known as? Is that?
I mean, I assume by this point.
Well,
I know. I assume he probably changed his identity by this point. I mean,
gotcha.
probably safer. But okay. Any other thoughts on championships?
The new United States title sucks eggs.
I like
Bingo.
it. I like it. I really do. There could be minor
I'm sorry,
improvements.
Jim, you're breaking up. I officially put in my termination for 3 Count Thursday. I can't handle it. I'm taking all properties, including the tournament themes, with me.
Charlie says, I feel like Conrad Thompson owns all the belts that we're currently discussing. That is probably accurate.
He actually, not to shamelessly plug Connie's programs, but on What Happened When, they actually talked this week.
I'm sorry. On what show?
What Happened When?
Thank you.
With Tony Schiavone. And they talk about the topic is actually very good. They're doing a watch along of SummerSlam 97.
Okay.
Fantastic.
That's a good SummerSlam
event. But they talk about the title collecting. And Conrad actually goes into a little bit of detail in regards to what kind of titles he buys.
Okay. I might have to check out at least that section of it.
I mean, I'm not even an hour in, and I've heard the story. So
okay. So
you're not horribly invested.
You're not digging out 8 hours of your day, which can happen with a Conrad Thompson podcast.
Did he? Does he have any interest in buying the loaded NXT Women's Championship?
Huh?
Hold on.
Oh, I don't think so. I think he has more interest in buying your cursed fake spinner belt than that one.
That's a great toy. It's a great toy spinner belt.
It's
gonna look great. It's gonna look great in my den.